नीचे भी साफ है। सफाई कर दिया ना? सफाई कर दिया था, ले गया सर? सफाई कर क्लीन कर दिया? कितना जीबी का था? 365 कुछ राउंड पिक्चर्स थी उसकी, उसमें भी सारी ट्रेडिंग में भी पिक्चर थी है, वो तो अच्छी है हमारे पास। अभी मुझे लास्ट फोल्डर है तो वही कॉपी करना। नहीं ये ना ये पूरा कर नहीं कॉपी करो। अच्छा इसके अंदर इसमें से लास्ट फोल्डर है 104 इसी में सर। हाँ ये पिक्चर ये फोल्डर आपका ये करता है पक्का ना 103 नहीं कुछ नहीं है? नहीं डिस्प्ले पे ना। हाँ आपका जो सिस्टम लगाया ना उसमें वायरस था कुछ तो था कि मुझे दिखा फोल्डर पहले उसके बाद गायब हो गया और कभी दिख ही नहीं रहा है। तो सुबह थैंक गॉड मेरी चिप में कुछ नहीं है, मैं उसमें ऑर्डर डाल दिया 2 दिन का कार्ड लगाता नहीं है मैं हार्ड डिस्क प्रोवाइड करते हैं मैं ड्राइव में देता हूँ या पेन ड्राइव का मैं देता हूँ क्लाइंट को। कोई तो कह रहे कि अर्जेंट है तो ये करना है जो जीते हैं ना उनका फोटो चाहिए यहाँ से देना पड़ेगा सब है ना इसमें कंप्लीट स्टार्टिंग टू एंड पिक्चर है इसके अंदर सुबह से लेकर शाम तक पिक्चर है बोलते स्पीक करते हुए सब ऐसा है उस ग्रुप को मिला है नहीं पता नहीं देख रहा हूँ ग्रुप सब 3 ग्रुप हैं बेस्ट पिक्चर चाहिए जैसे मान लीजिए एक ग्रुप अगर जीता है तो इनका इसमें है गलत डाल रखा है लाइव 40 पे डाल रखा है आप उसको लाइन पे करो लाइन पे करो ना आप उसको लाइन पे करो कैसे अपनी आ जाएगी वही कम हां वो तो कम हो गई है यही रहेगी लाइन पे हां जी 2:30 के पौने 3 हो गए आपका वेबकास्ट पे क्या हुआ क्या 2:30 बजे वेबकास्ट दिखाने वाले थे ना चेक करिए मैम वेबकास्ट आ रहा है जरा चालू कर दिया चेक करिए पीपीटी वगैरह सब डिस्प्ले हो रही है चेक 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 चेक 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 चेक 1 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 चेक 1 नहीं पीपीटी तो आप यहाँ से लगाएंगे ना इधर से चेक 1 2 1 2 भाई पीपीटी जो प्रेजेंटेशन होगी वो तो वहां से होगी ना आप यहाँ से थोड़ी ना चलाएंगे नीचे कल भी आपने ये कंफ्यूजन किया था आज आप फिर कंफ्यूजन कर रहे हैं यहाँ जैसे कल प्रेजेंटेशन हुई थी वैसे होगी वहाँ पीपीटी चलेगी वेबकास्ट पे तो अभी जो यहाँ लैपटॉप पे ये दिख रहा है ये वेबकास्ट पे दिखाइए ना तो चल रहा है जा रहा है मैडम नहीं जा रहा ना वो कह रहे हैं पीपीटी अरे आपके सामने चल रहा है ये पीपीटी है हाँ ये पीपीटी है तो ये दिखा देता हूँ ये मैम देखिए चेयर्स आ गई एक और सेट मंगा देखते हैं मैम अगर 7 है हमारे पास वो आर्म्स वाली वुडन उसको रखवा देते हैं वही तो कर रहे हैं नेट पे
झंडा कॉपी देना एक बार, आपको एक दिया था ना।
हाँ एक ही तो जुड़ा हमारे पास।
इसका फोटो खींच लो आप।
हेलो
मैं देता हूँ।
हाँ लेकिन कुछ खाया
एक ही कॉपी है।
कुछ खिलाया भी उसको बिस्किट वगैरह।
देखो ऐसा है, प्रोग्राम कैसे शुरू होना है, जैसे मैं स्टेज पे जाऊंगी समझ लीजिए प्रोग्राम शुरू हो गया। ठीक है, आप सुनिए।
कुछ नहीं अवार्ड लगा दिए हैं, हाथ लगा दिए हैं, सर्टिफिकेट का नाम लिख दिए हैं, सब ठीक है। अभी स्टार्ट नहीं हुआ है,
तो आपने मेरा भी
हमारा काम नहीं है।
ठीक है, तो डबल व्यू चलेगा 2 आवर। एक पे आप लोग मेरे सिखाइए, दूसरे पे आप ये वाले ऑडियंस
ये लो।
सिखाइए, ठीक है।
एक्स्ट्रा है ना आपके पास?
हाँ
फिर क्या होगा, सबको ऑर्डर दिया जाएगा अपनी स्टेज पे, आपको स्टेज का व्यू रखना है। उसके बाद ये आएंगे, प्रेम सिंह आएंगे 4 बजे और वो बोलेंगे तब क्या हमने स्टेज का व्यू रखना है, एक स्टेज का व्यू रखना है, एक आप ऑडियंस का दिखाइए, कभी उनका दिखाइए, ठीक है। फिर उसके बाद ये चेयरमैन है, मतलब वो मुझे मालूम नहीं, इनको हम इनवाइट करेंगे, ये अनाउंसमेंट करेंगे विनर्स की, ठीक है। जब ये अनाउंसमेंट करेंगे कि टीम ए, तो जो टीम ए के बंदे होते हैं ना वो खड़े हो जाते हैं, समझ गए। तो एक आपने उधर रखना है और दूसरा आपने जो खड़ी हुई टीम उस पे जाएगा, समझ गए। तो ऐसे करके 3 अनाउंस होंगे, 3 नाम वो अनाउंस करेंगे और वो 4-4 लोगों की टीम होगी ऐसे खड़ी हुई, वो उनके साथ अनाउंस करेंगे। उसके बाद जो बिजनेस होंगे उनको हम बुलाएंगे, वो यहाँ से उठ के जाएंगे और बोलेंगे तब ये आप लोगों को रखना है ऑडियंस का, ठीक है। उसके बाद प्रेजेंटेशन शुरू होगी, ठीक है। अब प्रेजेंटेशन
दो दो करके ले जाने में बोला।
3 बोला है, बहुत हैवी हो रहा है, कौन 2-2 करके
वो
बताएगा?
आपका लैपटॉप का है,
देंगे एक टाइम पे तो एक दो।
ठीक है। और
अच्छा
दूसरा
आप
व्यू
दो लोग हो ना,
2 है हाँ।
तो दो दो करके फिर एक
हाँ
वापस
जी।
आएगी तो दूसरी
या तो यहाँ से एक के पास करवा दीजिए।
हाँ वो देख लो, मतलब कैसे वहाँ पे फंबलिंग नहीं होना चाहिए।
नहीं फंबलिंग नहीं होगा सर, ये भी यहाँ पे रख लेगी और यहाँ से मुझे पास करवा देंगे क्योंकि स्टेयर्स है ना, तो अप डाउन में जो होगा।
ट्रॉफी और
तो
अवार्ड
पास
में
मतलब आप नीचे उतरोगे?
पूरा
नहीं मैं अब थोड़ा सा प्रे करके इन्हें ऐसे प्रे।
अच्छा आप खाली ट्रे इनको दे दोगे और फुल ट्रे आप दे दोगे,
हाँ
वैसे
ऐसा कर
करना
लेंगे हाँ।
बस। नहीं तो फिर आप ट्रे दोगे वो देती रहेगी, अच्छा नहीं दिखेगा।
ठीक
फिर उसके बाद जजेस आएंगे जो अपने एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करेंगे, उनको हम बुलाएंगे। जब एक बंदा बोल रहा है ना तो उसको पूरा स्क्रीन दिखे, तब आप डबल विंडो कर दीजिए। जब ये अवार्ड फंक्शन होगा ना,
सुनो अभी ना वो बोल रहे हैं
यहाँ पे
कि
आपने
ऐसे
सिंगल
ये उठा के ऐसे रखना मत, मैं तुम्हें खाली ट्रे दूँगी तो मुझे भरी ट्रे देना, लेकिन ये बहुत स्पीड में बोल रही है, ठीक है। तो सामने यहाँ रख लूँगी नहीं है ना, जैसे मैंने इतने में मैं लेकर आऊँगी फटाफट से तुम्हें ट्रे में रख के यहाँ पर रखना है, मैं तुम्हें पहले खाली ट्रे दूँगी कंफ्यूजन है ना। हम कोई साड़ी देखी यहाँ पर मिरर है, तब तो उसको पता चल रहा है मेरे को, मैंने भी अब देखा है तो मिरर में चाहिए, तो कोई है नहीं यहाँ पर, कर लो फटाफट से। अभी नहीं तो नहीं खा के भी साइड ही करें।
डबल विंडो में क्या है, पीपीटी सिर्फ एक में आए, बाकी सब में एक जो बोल रहा है वो रखना और बाकी जो लोग बैठे हैं वो रखना, जजेस का रखना, स्टेज का रखना, स्टेज का रखना, समझ गया। क्लियर है, कोई कंफ्यूजन नहीं है, ठीक है। तो हम यहाँ से शुरू करेंगे, एक तरह से पूरा रन डाउन करेंगे,
बज गए हैं, वेबकास्ट लाइव हो जाएगा। क्या कर रहे हैं आप? सिंगल व्यू,
ये एक दूसरा कैमरा है।
नहीं ये सिंगल व्यू साइड का नहीं दिखाना है, सिंगल व्यू सामने का दिखाइए।
मैडम 20 सेकंड रुकोगे, 20 सेकंड के बाद चेंज होगा।
हाँ बस ये व्यू रखिए, जब आपने शुरू कर रहे हैं, वेट कर रहे हैं जब, तो ये व्यू रखिए, ठीक है। लोग आ रहे हैं जा रहे हैं जो भी है, ये व्यू रखना है, ठीक है। उसके बाद जब मैं स्टेज पे आऊंगी, ठीक है, जब मैं स्टेज पे आई, ठीक है, और यहाँ पे लोग बैठ गए, आपने डबल व्यू में स्विच कर जाना है। करिए।
उस कैमरे को उस कैमरे में पब्लिक है। 20 सेकंड रुकना मैडम, आएगा चेंज होगा। मैडम यूट्यूब पे पूरा डिले होगा।
नहीं कोई बात नहीं, वो थोड़ा समझ लीजिए।
पता नहीं कहाँ लगवाया है, किसने लगाया है? मैं लगाया वाइट ही है।
हाँ तो ये साइड व्यू नहीं लेना है, सामने वाला व्यू लेना है आपने। नहीं करिए। आपका ये कैमरा गलत लगा है।
मैं भी यही कह रहा हूँ, पता है कहाँ लगा?
कैमरा गलत लगा है, इसको यहाँ लगाइए, इधर।
मैम ये वाला कैमरा,
हाँ
ये वाला कैमरा मैम
तो फेस नहीं आएगा किसी का भी,
हाँ
पब्लिक का फेस नहीं दिखाना।
मैम ये वाला कैमरा यहाँ आएगा या फिर ऊपर ले लो?
नहीं बैक तो नहीं, नहीं मुझे एक बात बताइए सर, अभी जब आप डबल व्यू दिखा रहे हैं तो यहाँ से क्यों नहीं दिखा रहे हैं? मुझे डबल व्यू चाहिए ना। ये वाला चाहिए ना, ये और ये व्यू चाहिए।
ये कैसे आएगा मैडम? एक जहाँ पे आप पे आएगा, यहाँ पे आएगा।
ये भी आना चाहिए। हाँ ये और ये के बीच में आप स्विच करोगे।
इसको वाइड हो जाएगा मैडम। ये मैडम ये वाइड हो गया, ये भी आ गए, आप भी आ गए।
हस्बैंड के साथ फोन आ रहा था।
आ जाओ, आप आ जाओ ऊपर स्टेज पे आ जाओ।
सिंगल व्यू नहीं आ रहा आपका, सिंगल विंडो।
अच्छा फुल विंडो।
हाँ वही मैं कह रही हूँ, आप डबल और सिंगल में स्वैप करते रहना।
ओके मैम, वो नहीं वो आ गया मैडम। अब आप चेक करो, आ गया अभी अभी देखना। अभी साइड में देखो, वहां से सिंगल विंडो आएगा आपके पास। और दिखाओ एक चेयर दिखाओ, देखिए मैम सिंगल व्यू आ गया।
दूर से दिखाओ ना सिंगल, हाँ करेक्ट, ये ठीक है। तो जब मैं स्टेज पे आ गई और मैं बोलने लगी, ठीक है ना, तो बीच में आप शुरू आपने डबल से की, फिर आप सिंगल में कर लीजिए, ठीक है। सिंगल में हो गया, फिर
बीच में स्विचिंग करते रहेंगे।
हाँ डबल डबल आप थोड़ा करिएगा, सिंगल पे जब यहाँ पे बोल रहे होंगे लोग तो ज्यादा रखिएगा, ठीक है ना। उसके बाद अब आ जाइए पीपीटी और यहाँ वाला व्यू, स्विच करिए पीपीटी और यहाँ वाले व्यू में। हाँ छोटे, हाँ नहीं वहाँ पे भी नहीं है, वहाँ सिर्फ शेयर करते हैं। ठीक है, डबल विंडो रखिए पीपीटी और उसकी वाली।
हाँ जी एक मिनट ये लो मैडम।
नहीं
बत्ती
तो
है।
सिंगल हो रही है ना, थोड़ा आप लोग प्रैक्टिस करिए।
प्रैक्टिस क्या करें, करने नहीं दे रही। एक बात बताओ,
दरवाजा बाहर को रखिए आपका।
ये दिमाग से काम नहीं कर रहे।
कौन चलाए?
खबर खबर नहीं कर रहे। आप ये पता क्या कह रहे हैं, कह रहे हैं वहाँ तक की तार नहीं पता की बात नहीं, मतलब अब मैं बताऊँ क्या है आपको। यहाँ से ये तार ऐसे करके यूँ राउंड होकर आ रही है, इस वाली रो में से आ जाएगी, सीधे ऊपर चली जाएगी और इतनी बच जाएगी सरदार जी को बांध दूँगी।
ये वाली चेयर
वो 40 को मैं यहाँ पे हूँ ना, और तो इसको कॉल करने में थोड़ा टाइम है आने का, टाइम दिया ही।
हद है यार, ये कोई बात थोड़ी है।
यार बंदा 4-5 बजे पहुँच रहा तो बात है एक का टाइम आने का।
हाँ
मीटिंग के बाद आ रहा हूँ या बीच मीटिंग के अंदर आ रहा हूँ।
और भी ला रहे हैं ना,
सब बनता है ये सेंटर।
ये तो साफ तो है नहीं, ये कहाँ रखा है?
मुझे करना क्या है, कितने मिनट लगे? 5 सेकंड नहीं लगे कॉपी करने यार।
वो तो है ही।
सेटअप करने 5 मिनट सेटअप।
अभी तक आपकी डबल विंडो नहीं हुई।
रिकॉर्डिंग फॉर्मेट कौन सा रखूँ, यही रखूँ? यही ठीक है।
वहाँ से प्राइस दिया है ना, तो अगर प्राइस डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन में
हाँ नहीं प्रेजेंट जो विनर्स है वो पीपीटी भी प्रेजेंट करेंगे,
अच्छा
उसके बाद प्राइज डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन।
फर्स्ट सेकंड थर्ड।
हाँ बस वो 3। बता दीजिएगा मुझे पीपीटी।
चेंज करो, ये वाला जो व्यू है मेरा, ये थोड़ा दूर से लीजिए। जब पीपीटी चलेगी ना तो आपको यहाँ पे सुनिए, इधर सुनिए कैमरे वाले, जब यहाँ प्रेजेंटेशन चलेगी यहाँ 3-4 लोग खड़े होंगे, तो थोड़ा दूर का व्यू लीजिए। और कौशब तुम यहाँ खड़े रहो ना, हाँ इतना व्यू लेना है आपने, ठीक है।
चार लोग होंगे।
चार नहीं, चारों को दिखाने की जरूरत नहीं है, दो दो तीन तो दिखने चाहिए ना कम से कम। नहीं फिर वो ज्यादा दूर हो जाएगा, पता नहीं चलेगा कौन बोल रहा। बस इतना ठीक है, ये ठीक है, बस ठीक है। लेकिन यहाँ से मैं पीपीटी चेंज कर रही हूँ, वहां क्यों नहीं दिख रही, चेंज हो रही?
वो 7-8 सेकंड बाद में और यूट्यूब में
15-16 यहाँ छोड़ो, कितना लैप्स है।
उसको ऑलरेडी कनेक्टेड।
अब क्या करें? आप विनर की पीपीटी पहले नहीं दिखा सकते ना?
नहीं बना के तो रखना पड़ेगा, लास्ट मिनट में नहीं बना पाऊंगा। फोटो सेलेक्ट करवा दीजिए आप।
तुम कुछ चूज करके अलग करो ना, दो चार तो अलग करो। हाँ जी हो गया, ठीक है ठीक है। अब आप ऐसा करिए, जब अवार्ड सेरेमनी होगी, जहाँ पे मैंने 1 लिखा है, ठीक है, 1 पे आइए और ये पूरी स्टेज को एक सिंगल विंडो में लीजिए। सिंगल विंडो, हाँ ठीक है। कौस्तभ आप यहाँ खड़े हो जाओ, आगे जाओ। हाँ ये यहाँ पे ये होगा, ठीक है, यहाँ पे खड़े होके आगे वो अवार्ड देंगे। आने दीजिए, अभी आया नहीं है। हाँ ठीक है, ये रहा। तो ये सेटअप रहेगा, ठीक है। और उसके बाद फिर जब खत्म होगा, कौस्तभ अब आप हट जाओ, ठीक है। फिर जब जजेस का एक्सपीरियंस होगा, फिर डबल विंडो में आ जाएंगे आप। आइए डबल विंडो में, ऑडियंस और ये वाला, बीच में ऑडियंस आएंगे, बीच में स्टेज आएगी। ठीक है। उसके बाद हमने एक वीडियो चलाना है, ठीक है। वीडियो जब चलेगा तो एक साइड पे विंडो चले, एक विंडो में वो वीडियो की पीपीटी चलेगी, ठीक है। और एक विंडो में वो चलेगा, ऑडियंस पे आपका कैमरा रहेगा। करिए, स्विच करिए। हाँ जी कौस्तभ, वो वीडियो कहाँ पे चलेगा? यहाँ चलेगा, वहाँ चलेगा?
वहाँ से चला सकते हैं?
नहीं, वो सबके लिए चलेगी, यहाँ हॉल में भी चलेगी। नहीं नहीं नहीं, वो मत करिए, वो मत करिए।
नहीं नहीं, ये सब में नहीं आ सकते।
नहीं नहीं, वो यहीं से चलानी पड़ेगी, या वो वहाँ से कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं क्या? सर एक मिनट,
यहीं से कर लीजिए, ये तो यहीं पे रखना है।
उस समय कुछ भी, एक मिनट सर। देखिए 3 पीपीटी यहाँ से चलेंगी, ठीक है, उसमें वो डबल विंडो करेंगे एंड ऑल दैट। एक वीडियो है, वीडियो है और ऑडियो है, पूरे हॉल में वो बजना है, ठीक है। और वो कहाँ से हम चलाएं? यहीं से चलाएं कि वहाँ से चलाएं, पीछे से चलाएं? आप एक बार दिखा दो, आप देखो एक बार।
यही है, ये जो दिख रहा है
यहाँ ये कैमरा मारेंगे वैसे, पोडियम देखिए आप जरा।
यही है, पीपीटी है, उसमें ऑडियो वीडियो।
हाँ करिए विंडो चेंज, जल्दी जल्दी।
To be the best, number
एकदम से
one,
transition होना
nothing
चाहिए।
less. Lead me to my destiny. I have
इतनी देर में तो
waited
खत्म हो जाएगा।
patiently. I have vision, oh I believe.
बलबीर जी
myself back up.
पीपीटी और ऑडियंस बार बार चेंज हो रहा है क्यों?
Myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to.
नहीं अभी तक नहीं हो रहा तो वहां कैसे तुरंत होगा?
जैसे बाकी में कर रहे थे वैसे ही है, बस ऑडियंस का लाना था।
हो गया मैम देखो।
हाँ तेरे पास नंबर नहीं है क्या? सही है, इसे भी चोरी करवा दे फिर फोन। अच्छा खासा कहना मेरे को दे दे।
अब देखो
ये सेटअप चाहिए, ये वाला
डाल देंगे।
ये अभी मैं दोबारा चला रही हूँ, आप एकदम से switch
ये
कर
वीडियो जब चलेगा
चलिए वापस आइए,
हाँ हो गया
वापस आ जाइए, शुरू से चला। आप
सही
पुराने
बात है।
view में आइए, जो पुराना
गाना
view रहता, PPT हटा दीजिए,
हटा दिया आपको सिंगल लिया है।
आप उस पे रखिए और इधर रखिए जो पहला view चल रहा था
और क्या?
वाला। जैसे ही PPT शुरू किया आपने switch
सुबह
करना
को
है।
खूब पता है। और बता ठीक है, मजा आ रहा है इसको सुनने में।
वाला view कहाँ हुआ?
तू है कहाँ?
PPT स्टार्ट करें।
अरे मजाक नहीं है। गलती पता तेरी है, मेरी नहीं है। मैं बताऊँ कैसे? बताऊँ बताऊँ?
यहाँ पे
किसी पे इतना भरोसा मत करो जिस पे अपने पैसे छोड़ो, ठीक है? नहीं मेरी बात सुन, मेरी बात तो सुन। मैं पता क्या करता हूँ, भरोसा सब पे है मुझे, ठीक है? लेकिन मैं अपना हमेशा यही करता हूँ, भाई मेरा काम खत्म, मुझे पैसे चाहिए, पैसे दो, वही डंडा करना। और तूने भाई, तू भाईचारे में रह गया, भाईचारा हाँ तो सुबह से ले, मैं तो यार सुबह से घर पे जा, सुबह हाँ और क्या कहते भाई मैं कर रहा हूँ तेरे नाम पे कंप्लेंट और क्या देख सकते।
लीवर वगैरह ही जाती है हम लोग कभी नहीं मैंने बताया तो हम भी नहीं आते पता है हमारे बैग में हाँ हाँ बिल्कुल कौन जाता है कौन बच्चा जाता है मंदिर बंदा कोई जाता है पापा भी नहीं गए मेरे पापा जाते हैं बस नहीं यहीं अच्छा दिल्ली वाला लाल जी यहीं सारा लोग होते हैं वही जाते हैं
और यहाँ रख के फिर चला के देखना है यार आप
जाते हैं
जल्दी जल्दी अरे रचना मैम कहाँ गई मैम कहाँ गई सब कौन सा फॉर्म भरो एक टेबल निकलवाना पड़ेगा एक DIC बैकअप के लिए हम नहीं आ रहे तो वहाँ से एक टेबल हटवाना पड़ेगा और ये पूरा इधर को शिफ्ट होगा लास्ट मूवमेंट पे ये लोग ना बुलाओ बुलाओ जल्दी यही सब करते रहते हैं अब आपने समझ लिया अच्छे से अब मैच नहीं होना चाहिए ठीक है आप ना थोड़ा प्रैक्टिस करिए डबल उसको कैमरा शिफ्ट करने की वो आप जब वो कैमरा होता है तो आप इस कैमरे पे शिफ्ट नहीं कर पा रहे हैं और जब ये कैमरा होता है तो उस कैमरे पे शिफ्ट नहीं कर पा रहे हैं वो आप थोड़ा सा प्रैक्टिस कर लीजिए आपके सर्टिफिकेट्स हो गए मैं अभी चेक कर लेती हूँ और सब लास्ट वाला निकालेंगे ना अभी वो लगवाया आप फिर से ये हटवाओ जल्दी
आ रहा
ये
है
सारे टेबल के
मैम
सारे
मुझे PPT बनाने दीजिए कहाँ चला गया आ रहा है वो मैंने बोला था
किस तरीके लामना आप करें
मुझे सर्टिफिकेट दिखाइए
मैं मेल वाइज फर्स्ट आप इसको ब्लाइंड कर उसी
बॉटल्स
ठीक है मैम फिर उसके साथ मैं अरेंज कर दूँगी तो आपने एक का और ये मैं वैसे चारों का नाम इकट्ठी बोल रही हूँ पर इसी सीक्वेंस में अब आप क्या होता है वो जब आगे है ना
हिंदू
तो वो अपना सीक्वेंस खराब कर देता है
हिंदू
आगे पीछे हो जाता है
मैडम नहीं आ रही हैं
हाँ सर वो
तो
मैं
उनका
हटवा रही हूँ
वो हटा सकते हो
हाँ जी, हटवा रही
एंड मुझे वो वीडियो दिखा सकते हो या
हाँ,
इट्स
हाँ।
नॉट पॉसिबल
हूँ। हाँ हाँ
दिखा दो quickly।
हाँ अब 6 का सेटअप है ये टेबल सारा इधर आएगा
खिसकाना जरा मारो धक्का
सर यहीं पे दिखा दूँ यहीं दिखा दूँ आप यहाँ वेबकास्ट बंद रखना लैपटॉप का वेबकास्ट बंद रखना अभी
अच्छा ये उनका का मैसेज आप डिलीट करोगे ना मेल किया उसको खुद कॉपी किया ये सेंड किया आप लोग मेल देख सकते हैं
पुराना वाले ही चेक आउट में
साथ में आएंगे ना तुम भी करना वन बाय वन बोलेंगे तो
अच्छा तो फिर
वन बाय वन एकदम रास्ते अच्छा बड़ा क्या वो इच्छा ना वो आपको दिखता है अगर वन बाय है ना मुझे बेस्ट होता है
वेबकास्ट पे रेनबो डाल सकते हैं आप अभी ठीक है 3:45 पे आप एक ये दिखाएंगे और एक में ऑडियंस दिखाएंगे आना शुरू होगी ठीक है
वो इनको करवा रही है उसको
मैंने बोल रखा है वो आगे
आप वीडियो करवा वीडियो
मैं अभी चाहती हूँ ऐसा कई बार मुझे टाइम से नहीं जाती है ध्यान रखना तो क्योंकि
Good evening, everyone. I request dignitaries to join on stage.
इसीलिए मैं बोला
Good evening once again. Our heartiest welcome to Shri Bharat Hari Ji Singhania, Shri Raghupati Ji Singhania, Shri Harshpati Ji Singhania, Shri Vikrampati Ji Singhania, Shri Anshuman Ji Singhania, senior executives, honorable jury members, participants, and HR teams, and all the viewers who are connected to us through live webcast. We are honored by your presence. I request Shri Sandeep Kumar to present saplings to Shri Bharat Hari Ji Singhania and to welcome him. सामने से आइए. यहीं रख दीजिए. I request Shri Lokesh to present saplings to Shri Raghupati Ji Singhania and to welcome him. I request Shri Ravinder Jain to present saplings to Shri Harshpati Ji Singhania and to welcome him. I request Shri Benson to present saplings to Shri Vikrampati Ji Singhania and to welcome him. I request Shri Manoj Kumar to present saplings to Shri Anshuman Ji Singhania and to welcome him. I request Shri Prem Singh Ji to address our guests and participants.
Good afternoon, everyone. I don't see the energy of people. Good afternoon. That sounds better. So, namaste, namaskar, kem cho, sat sri akal, vanakkam to my colleagues joining from South, respected DICs, learned jury members, my colleagues in the business leadership teams, Udaan participants, ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to all of you to this grand finale and prize distribution ceremony of Udaan 2023. During this Udaan competition this year, there have been a lot of new things we have tried to do. And one of the things that we have tried to do new this time is, for the first time, and I would give the complete credit to Bajoria Saab, that Mexico team participated in this competition for the first time. And just imagine, those people were awake to make their presentations and to register their participation in the event. Number two, for the first time, we also had a live webcast of this entire event yesterday, and a total of 1,200 people across locations watched the event live. The theme of the competition this year is driving customer centricity through digital transformation. I just want to share a study which has been conducted recently by Forrester around customer centricity. They studied two kinds of organizations. Those organizations which were very mature in terms of focus on customer centricity. Then there was a set of companies which were just starters, if I could say, very immature on the customer centricity. These two set of companies were studied by Forrester. The revenue growth over a period of 5 years registered by very mature companies on customer centricity was as high as 3 times that of the companies which were low on customer centricity. So customer centricity as a value proposition is very clearly brought out by this study. There is another one, similarly, the market leaders in customer experience versus those which were laggards. The profitability of those companies which were market leaders on customer experience over a period of 3 years, they registered 450% higher profitability over those which scored very low on customer experience. So that brings me to a very popular quote. Customer experience is the next competitive battleground, and this is from Jerry Gregory, one of the very well-known business leaders. Years ago, David Packard of Hewlett Packard, very famous organization, said that marketing is too important a function to be left only for the marketing personnel. Similarly, in today's hyper-competitive economy, I would venture to say, and I'm choosing my words very carefully, I would venture to say that customer experience, customer relationships are far too important to be left only to the sales and marketing people alone. In fact, all of those people who are in the sales and marketing would be more successful if all of us in various functions other than sales and marketing, manufacturing, R&D, technology, support functions, finance, HR, if all of us were to think of the person who is impacted by our actions or inactions. Just to give an example, tire. Just imagine the lady who is to be transported from the home to the hospital. All of us are making a difference to that life. I wouldn't go too much into the details. So keeping that in mind, many of our interventions in the last 2-3 years have got a sharper focus on customer centricity. In fact, in the recently organized TMC, customer centricity was one of the key themes. In the HRM conference that we had last year, customer centricity was one of the key themes. For the first time, we introduced Customer Champion Awards for those HR professionals who go out of the way to make a positive difference to the internal customers so that in turn, they can make a positive impact on the end customer. So idea is that the customer centricity as a theme, as a DNA, it has to become a part of our working culture. Digital as another key focus area this year. I think there are a lot of myths about digital. I wouldn't go too much into the details, only to say that digital is not really about software or hardware. It's not about connectivity or the tools. It's really about mindset. It's really about the way we conduct our business. And it's really trying to challenge our thinking, trying to reconfigure the business process as to how we can create even more value for the end customer. I would like to, on behalf of the entire team, pay my very sincere gratitude to all the jury members, the 3 jury members who were with us yesterday, whole day. In fact, the day started at 9 o'clock with a keynote address from a professor of ISB, Hyderabad, Dr. Chandra, who is a very fine combination of the practice and academia, somebody who retired as a global CHRO of Dr. Reddy, prior to that NIIT and Reliance, and now working as a professor of practice at ISB. We started the day with his address, and then we had the 3 learned jury members, Mr. Rajiv Kapoor, Group CHRO of Minda Group, Mr. V. Krishnan, former CHRO of Dabur and Havels, and Mr. Amit Saluja, who is head of NASCOM Center of Gandhinagar. Mr. Kapoor is not able to join us this afternoon, but we have the 2 jury members here, Mr. Krishnan and Mr. Saluja. Can we give a big round of applause to the jury members? Finally, talking about the competition. Well, it was a competition. To start with, there were 141 teams which took part at various units in various businesses. From 141, finally, 15 teams competed yesterday. And of course, today we will have the names of the winners announced. But one thing I want to highlight, it's not so much about winning or not winning. Bigger gain that we should look at is how much do we learn from this experience. Like the 15 teams which made the presentations yesterday, all the 1,200 people who were connected through the webcast live yesterday, how can all these people learn from all these presentations? And I think to my mind, That will be the enriching factor to each one of us. When today gets over, when tomorrow we wake up, I think these winnings and trophies, all that will be a thing of past. But what will stay permanently with us is what we learn from this experience. So to that extent, I would say that all of you, all the 15 teams are gainers, are the winners. And all of you have earned our respect. With this, I would now request Shri Bharathari ji, Group Chairman, to announce the name of the winners, and let's celebrate those winners. After that, we will also have an opportunity for a presentation by the winning teams. And I just said earlier, each one of you are a winner. The fact that you have come to this level, let's look at the opportunity of learning. Thank you very much. So there are 3 teams which are being recognized. I will go in the reverse order. Second runner-up, first runner-up, and the winner.
The name of second runner-up for best presentation is JK Paper, Sirpur Paper Mills Limited.
Congratulations, Shirpur Paper team. Now the first runner-up team.
First runner-up best presentation team. The award goes to JK Fenner, Madurai, Team K.
Congratulations to the Fenner team. By the way, somebody said to me yesterday, Prem, जिस साल आप वणक्कम बोलते हो, उस साल Fenner team को कुछ ना कुछ मिलता है. I said, I have never figured that out, but there may be a connection. And incidentally, I happen to say vanakkam today also. So, thank you for correcting, sir. Thank you. And now, the winner.
I have pleasure in announcing the winner of the best paper presentation is JK Fenner SM Unit Team L. My congratulations to all of you.
Congratulations to all the winners. Indu, over to you, please.
I request Business Head Shri Arun Shukla ji to share his experience of Udaan competition.
Thanks, Induji. Respected Chairman, DICs, business heads, jury members, participants, and my dear colleagues. I would like to start my experience with congratulating winners today. I think my heartfelt compliments and congratulations to all those participants who participated in this competition over last I would say 1 month or so they have been preparing for this. and ultimately they have reached to this destination today. So my compliments to all participants, not only winners, but all those, 145 teams, around 141.
Yes, to start with 141.
Yes.
Yesterday final
15, right? So I think all 141 teams, I think this is what the USP of this, I would say, initiative is. Mr. Prem Singh mentioned about customer experience, learning. I would like to extend that customer experience to customer economy. Before I go to really share my experience of this Udaan competition. Now, customer or experience economy is a new frontier that goes even beyond customer experience. If you really go through this, progress of the entire economy of the world, it started with agrarian economy, followed by industrial revolution, thereafter service economy, and now in 20s, this is, experience economy. And this is the new, I would say, the driver of growth, driver of prosperity, and the future for all our businesses. Now, why I am mentioning this customer experience economy is this very competition of Udaan. If you look at the theme is what? Driving customer centricity through digital transformation. And experience economy has two main pillars. And the major pillar is, of course, I think customers, how you are going to give them this differentiated experience. And it's not only about experience, it's about selling the experience which they are having with us. And that goes beyond customer experience. And the major enabler for that, experience economy is digital. And I have seen a lot of organizations, not only in our sector, but across the globe. In fact, I was discussing with, one of my old colleague yesterday only who is in India today, right? And he explained about this, economy of, experience. How this is driving growth, how this is driving profitability. Because if you go to outside world, I think they are really struggling in a big way because of a lot of things which are happening. So this very initiative is extremely important for our JK organization. And that is what I compliment Mr. Prem Singh and particularly, sir, to all of you to really continue this initiative, which is, I think, ahead of the time to my mind. Because economy, experience economy, this is one of the things which is going to take us to next level. Now, we have heard VUCA, right? Now, VUCA is bye-bye. Really bye-bye. VUCA is no more. Now people are talking about Bani. Lakshmi Ting, not Bani chatbot. It's a Bani, B-A-N-I. And Bani is all about, how you are going to build resilience in your organization. B is for brittle. You think, any organization very sturdy, very healthy today, all of a sudden, collapse. You must have, heard or maybe newspaper, you have seen that SVP, right? Silicon Valley Bank, Credit Suisse. I think you have n number of examples. I would not name one company of India also. I think one of the biggies. What happened overnight? I think they are nowhere today. And that is what I think all those initiatives which JK organization takes, the resilience we are building in our system. And resilience is all about flexibility. It's all about how you are going to come back to the original position without any permanent damage. This is what the resilience is, right? So be it our, Chairman's People Award, be it JK Udaan Competition, and n number of initiatives which we are taking. I think this is one of the ways to build resilience in the organization. Another important thing is, I think we talk about entrepreneurship. You have built resilience, but how people are really going to take that forward? These kind of initiative also builds a lot of, those kind of very capabilities in our team members across the strata. Last time also, I think I was speaking about this Udaan competition. I promised to DICs that I am going to take part in this Udaan competition. I was told that no, I cannot, because this is, for, people below some level, right? So nevertheless, I think I was keeping a very close eye on what my team is doing. I really compliment my team members who are there here. I think all you guys have done a very good job. It's all about participation. And I always used to kind of, tell about, the spirit of Olympic. It's all about participation. It's all about that, showing that spirit. And that is what I have seen in all of you. So I think take this forward, take, learning whatever you have got from this. Mr. Prem Singh mentioned about, learning. I think in Bani world, sir, important is not only resilience, but also how we are going to create empathy and connectedness in our organization and people. These kind of, initiative also build that, very, that softer skill. Empathy, collaboration, reaching out, seeking help. I think I have seen that, quite a lot in at least, JK Lakshmi team, because I was working with them. And I hope this is the culture across our JK organization companies, right? This is how organizations are preparing themselves to counter this Bani world. Brittle, anxious people are anxious because they are helpless. They don't know what will happen tomorrow, because they do not have control over anything. Things are non-linear, and that is why this digital transformation is important. Big data we talk about. We talk about AI, we talk about ML. Because as a human being, we cannot really comprehend a lot of things. Those things are beyond our understanding. N number of data. You cannot really make any meaning out of that. So I think big data, digital, AI, ML, and this is what is creating a digital mindset which Mr. Prem Singh mentioned about. And I am very happy. I think digital was a word maybe I think 2-3 years back. But I see now in JK organization, digital, we really mean this. Digital is not about kind of digitizing some reports. Digital is about driving or deriving value out of it. And that is what I have seen in a lot of organizations. I always take one example of Leap 200 of JK paper. And this is what I used to share with my team in JK Lakshmi Cement. And they come up with, their own initiative of EDGE, E-D-G-E, EDGE, age 202 crore, just to compete with JK. I don't know, there's a lighter note, sir, right? So, but, understand the kind of, rub-off effect. So, Leap 200, I think, is triggering EDGE 202. I do not know what will happen tomorrow. And this is what the culture we are building. This is what the kind of, initiative we are taking in our different organization of JKO. So, thank you so much, all those participants. I think you have really added a lot of value, not only in your learning, but I think you have immensely contributed in organizational learning, which is at times, I think, I would say tacit. We learn, tacitly a lot of things. Maybe I think documentation and everything is all right. But I have learned a lot of things during this entire session of Udaan in the last 1 month or so. So thank you so much, and I wish you all the very best. Thank you.
We'll start with the presentation by the winning teams. The sequence of presentation would be second runner-up, first runner-up, and winner team. I invite Sirpur Paper Mills team second runner-up for presentation, Mr. Santosh, Mr. Kiran, Mr. Vivek, and Mr. Kiran Kumar.
Good afternoon to you all. We are from JK Paper Limited, Sirpur unit. We welcome you all to JKO Udaan Competition 2023. The topic, driving customer centricity through digital transformation. I am Vivek Segde.
Good evening all. I am Santosh Tepale from Raw Material Department.
I am Kiran Chintala.
I am Kiran Tiwari. This is our flow of presentation. We start with introduction and then objectives, methodology, pilot project, cost-benefit analysis, workable recommendations, and finally, impact on business. Customer centricity. Customer centricity is nothing but looking through the lens of the customer to understand his needs. We need to keep customer needs first than our own needs. For any paper industry, wood is the main raw material, which consists of 35% of the total variable cost. In India, we can procure this wood only from farmers. So farmer is the decision maker, and we largely bridging the gap between customer and organizations by means of digitalizing non-digital technologies, products and services.
So since we have established that customer is our main, farmer is our main customer, we look at issues of farmers. First one is unused barren lands availability and their proper use. Due to extreme moisture and soil conditions, farmer cannot go for traditional agriculture crop. So pulpwood species or plantation crops are his own sole solution. Second one is dependency on intermediary for selling his farm produce. Since marketing information regarding pulpwood is very limited, he is solely dependent on intermediary for selling his products. Third one is climate uncertainty. Last year in Telangana, due to excess rainfall, the cotton crop yield was reduced from 10 quintal per acre to 4 quintal per acre. And paddy crop in most areas of Nizamabad was completely destroyed. If he had plantation crops instead of agriculture crop, he could have added it as an insurance to him. So fifth one is lack of quality planting material. Although lot of planting material is available in nurseries, private nurseries in Andhra and Telangana, they are genetically inferior. So last one is no market and income guarantee. Since market rates are unknown to farmer, he fails to sell his produce at the right price. So what are farmers' expectations? He expects better yield and price for his produce. He wants assured market with minimum support price. He wants better profits and early returns. Also, cover risk and insurance. We can provide insurance to our farmers through the database of farmers that is developed through the application and negotiate terms of insurance with the insurance provider and provide insurance to our plantation crops. Tamil Nadu Paper Mill has already done it in association with UTI. And lastly, government subsidiary for the crop. There is a scheme called Haritaharam in Telangana, from which farmers can get up to 50,000 rupees per hectare when he go for plantation crops. So now we look at issues of paper industry. Unlike industries in Indonesia or Brazil, where government provides them with captive land, the Indian paper industry is solely dependent on farmers' land for his produce or the raw material. Second one is reaching, there are 24,11,468 hectares of land within 8 districts surrounding mill core area, that is up to 150 kilometers. So to reach all these 20 lakh farmers physically becomes somewhat difficult. But through digital media, we can reach maximum number of farmers with minimum time and limited budget. Third one is every year, about 3,000 farmers are added to our plantation family at Sirpur Paper Mill. So keeping track of all of them and interacting with them becomes very difficult on a physical basis. And fourth one is transfer of authentic information. Industry expects uninterrupted supply of affordable quality raw material within its catchment area. And it also wants to generate livelihood to farmers, harvesting laborers, as well as transporters. So This was a study conducted by Mr. Balchandra Balkrishna and Anand A. Deshmukh to study the role of social media in agriculture marketing and its scope. Objectives were to study the role of social media in agriculture marketing, to study challenges of social media in agriculture marketing, and to suggest various social media and their use. They selected 100 farmers and conducted focus group discussions as well as surveys to end with these outcomes. Most of the respondents, farmers, were having accounts in social media, and most of the farmers, 41 out of 100, were using it on daily basis. And WhatsApp was the social media tool which was maximum used, followed by Facebook. And thirdly, most of the farmers were using this social media for information seeking as well as finding solution to a problem. So, to bridge the gap between industry and the farmer, we devised this approach. Firstly, we floated targeted ads in Facebook, WhatsApp, Google advertisement, YouTube, as well as local app. When a farmer clicks on this application, he will be redirected to our website or the landing page, where he gets all the information regarding plantation crops, as well as simultaneously his contact link is given to one of our employees through WhatsApp, so that he can follow up on his request. Additionally, the website will prompt him to download JK Kisan Mitra app. It's in development stage, where he can share all his details so that we can follow up on him and prepare a farmer's database. When a farmer connects with the company through this application, he can better his experience in the plantation perspective, like he can book quality clones or sell his produce digitally by keeping transparency. We can also match, there are 33 varieties of clones with us, a particular clone with the particular soil. We can also enable farmers to be aware about carbon credit. JKPM has already provided carbon credit to thousands of farmers, around 8,000 rupees per hectare. This was the first in industry, across the paper industry. And we can also certify his plantations through FSC and PEFC. In post-harvest services, we can provide him logistic and harvesting support. He can get his producer's weight, price, and payment details directly from our web bridge through WhatsApp messaging. And since we get easy access to his location of plantation as well as age of the plantation, we can prepare a logging plan so that we can get sustainable supply of raw material on a continuous basis. So we ran a Facebook campaign as a pilot project in February. These are the steps we followed. First, we created a Facebook page, uploaded details regarding the company, our plantation program, as well as our nursery, and created a Facebook advertisement targeting farmers within our catchment area. So within 1 month, whenever an interested farmer clicked on the WhatsApp link given below the Facebook ad, his contact information was shared to one of our plantation employees. So we could follow up on request, and we helped him in implementing proper package of practices so he could get better gains.
These are some clippings from our Facebook campaign page we run for a month, where we put our local newspaper cuttings regarding motivation to the farmers for raising plantations. And along with that, we have also put videos of our clonal technology complex and video of our company. Along with that, we also visited successful plantations. Group of farmers visited successful plantations. And also progressive group of farmers visited to our nursery and plantations. So after running a Facebook campaign for a month, we got a result that 88,192 people view our campaign, and out of that around 2,500 farmers click on the WhatsApp link given below the post, and after clicking on the WhatsApp link, they are directly get in touch with our extension team. Our extension team follow them and found that 200 farmers advance book for 200 hectare plantation, and Apart from that, we got data of 50 hectare existing mature plantation which is ready for harvesting. And also we got a result that younger generation is more attracted for raising pulpwood plantations from this 1 month ad only.
Sir, this is the cost benefit analysis of digital campaign. We have planned for 2,000 hectares of plantation extension through digital means. So in conventional method of extension, we used to spend 2,000 rupees per hectare, and which comes around 40 lakhs for 2,000 hectares. But by digitally enabled method of extension, we can only spend 15 lakhs to get 2,000 hectares of extension. So there is a direct benefit of 25 lakhs to the company. Coming to the additional income for farmers and savings for the company, when the farmer approaches the company by using the digital app directly, there is a savings of rupees 200 per metric ton, as the mediatory commission is out of the picture. So this benefit can be equally shared between the company and the farmer, and rupees 2 crore each will be benefited as we compare with 2,000 hectares of plantation. This is the workable recommendation and action plan. We have started Facebook and WhatsApp digital campaign from February 2023. We have planned for YouTube, Google and local app campaign from May 23. We have also sent our proposal to the appointed consultants for the development of landing page with AI chatbot and Kisan Mitra app, which is expected to develop by the end of the September 23. The one-time cost for Kisan Mitra app will be around 10 to 12 lakhs approximately, and the recurring cost will be 1 lakh per year approx.
So coming to impact on business, due to the application of this app, we can utilize productive use of wasteland for income generation to our farmers. We can guarantee a sustainable supply of raw material in milk catchment area. We can channelize government subsidy like Haritaharam scheme to increase the farmer base. We can also better the stakeholder engagement and transfer of technology. We can better get a cordial and symbiotic long-term relationship with our farmers. We can also improve brand image and generate goodwill among our farmers, since we are in touch with farmers continuous basis.
Coming to the horizontal deployment, the app and the farmer database can be used across all JKPL and other group companies like JK Seeds, JK Tires for selling their products like seeds, plants and tractor tires to the farmers. We can also use this database for the better and effective implementation of the transport management system, as we know when and where the harvesting will be done at exact time. And as we know the exact time of harvesting, we can use the mechanized harvesting methods to save cost and time. With all the plantation data, we can become a carbon positive company with all the digital maps. We can also share our carbon credits to our group companies, as we get all the data, existing plantation data in our digital format, in our cloud database. Thank you, sir. Namaste. Sir, any questions?
Team, I just have one quick question. You are going to go ahead with the project, right? It's already started off and you're going to go ahead with this. Okay, thank you.
Hello. Only one suggestion. JK Agri is also building a similar app. We are calling it JK Sathi, and they are trying to build an app which is trying to get influencers within each village. So I know lots of areas for us are not common, but wherever there is common areas, maybe like you rightly said, there is an opportunity to leverage of each other.
Good evening all. We are team executors from JK Finner India Limited, Madurai 1, and we are here to present our project as a part of Udaan 22-23 competition. And our project topic is digital transformation through smart validation system. I would like to introduce our team members. My name is Ashwati TR. I am from material development section. We have N. Karthik, is taking care of process development. Arun Vincent Raj taking care of tool design, and R.V. Premji taking care of product validation. I would like to give a quick introduction about our organization. These are our major products, and we are basically from power transmission belt section. And I would like to start this presentation with a quote by our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi. The quote goes like this: "Technology has a critical role in realizing the vision of digital India." From that quote itself, we can understand the importance of technology as well as digitalization in the current generation. So we can say that that quote is one of the main drive-through for our current project selection. And moving on to the objective, as a JK Finner team, our vision is to become a global player in our core businesses and grow our business significantly. To reach this vision, one of the main requirements is having more number of global business. For JK Finner, export market is our growth engine, and currently we are having a 30% year-to-year business. But we don't want to stop there, we want to increase it. But after COVID, all the customers, especially global customers, prefer digital platforms over the usual gateways of business. So in order to keep up our business, we need to improve our digital platforms. And we, as a technology team, proactively analyzed our business process with reference to digitalization, and we found a major connectivity gap. By doing this project, we are trying to bridge that gap. So we selected our objective as delighting customer through proactive service to create the customer approval and reduction in validation lead time.
And next comes idea. This is our problem statement, that we are unable to meet time to market as per strategic business plan in export new build business. This is our 3-year SPB for new build business. And in order to convert this business plan into business, we need to validate these number of belts. At first, we need to know what our existing capacity is. Our existing capacity is 17 belts per annum. As of for the year 25-26, we need to validate 29 belts. By considering future requirement, adding another 20%, we are taking 35 belts as our target. From this gap analysis, we have found that we need to bridge the gap by 106%. For that, we have did our root cause analysis. Our cause 1 is validation capacity constraint, and cause 2 is waiting for third-party audit. Let me walk you through our product development, product validation, and customer approval process and lead time. During validation process, our customer appoints a third-party audit to audit our validation. There is one concern in the third-party audit, that they will not be coming for an individual belt. They will be coming for single shot all the belt at once. Considering this, we need to start all the validation at a single point. Even though we have developed the belt 1 year earlier, we need to wait for the belts to be developed to start at the single point. In third-party audit, while auditing, our belts will be crossing 95% of validation. And coming to the lead time, our customer approval lead time takes 7 days, which is not in our control. What is in our hand is product validation lead time, that is 99 days per belt, and product waiting for validation, that is shown in the yellow color, as a cumulative of 105 days in our hand, which is need to be reduced. For this, we have did our brainstorming for idea generation. These are the few ideas. Upon these ideas, we have selected the 3 valuable ideas. For cause 1, validation capacity constraint, we have selected the 2 ideas, that is accelerating our testing and increasing our test rig uptime. This is our speed mantra. And for cost 2, waiting for third-party audit, we are trying to eliminate the third-party audit by providing our customer trust. This is our trust mantra. With our 2 mantras, that is speed and trust, we are enhancing our existing test rig, which gives us a new smart validation system. This is our concept. Next comes workable recommendation and action plan. This is our business flow, strategic business plan, product development, product validation, third-party audit and customer approval. After customer approval, it will be converted into global business. At product validation, we are applying our speed mantra, that is to accelerate our testing and increasing our rig uptime. In third-party audit and customer approval stage, we are eliminating third-party audit by providing our customer reliable digital data in a cloud storage. And next comes our innovation, instantaneous online report sharing. This is our digital transformation.
So next comes the methodology, monitoring, control, and results. In our speed mantra, we are accelerating our testing in order to reduce our product validation time. Our existing product validation time is 2,360 hours with 1750 RPM and 8 kilowatts. So with a combination of power and speed, we have taken some simulation studies. With that, we have identified 10 kilowatts, and with increasing the speed, 3000 RPM, we are reducing the product validation time to 1,246 hours, with which we can able to achieve 47% reduction in product validation time. So in the speed factor, in the speed mantra, there's one more factor, that is rig available time. Our existing rig available time is 86%, whereas our unutilized is 14%. In that, the major, we have further drilled down that 14%, in which 9% contributes to the bearing failure, that is because of aging of bearing, and 2% to power shutdown, and 3% to unforeseen miscellaneous issues. So this 9% we need to eliminate, as this contributes one of the major factor, and with which we are implementing digital bearing life cycle monitoring cycle, with which whenever the bearing crosses 95% of its lifetime, automatically the machine stops, and after changing the bearing only, we need to continue the testing, because of which the sudden failure of the belt due to the failure of the bearing is totally eliminated. And next comes the power shutdown. With DC generator, we'll be reducing the, we'll be completely eliminating this power shutdown. So with which there will be another 11% increment in our rig uptime. So this will be 97%, earlier it was 86%. So with this acceleration and rig uptime, we can able to increase our validation capacity from 17 numbers to 14 numbers. Our target was 35 numbers, which is almost 135% increment. So this is how our speed mantra is taken care. So the next comes the trust mantra. So this is the video. It shows how our product is being validated. The operator fits the belt and he's give manual tension. So all the parameters are recorded, which has been displayed, and every parameters is manually recorded. This will be happening every day till the completing of the validation process, and after the completion, this report will be consolidated and it will be sent to the customer through email. So here we need to do a digital transformation. With this, we are going to convert the entire manual process into a digital data, and this digital data will be stored in the cloud storage, and in our PC, we'll be having a dashboard in which all parameters are recorded. And we have also options for generating the test report immediately the start of the product validation system, and with which we'll be providing a link, and this link will be put up in the customer portal, and will be given a unique ID and password to the customer, and customer can view the result by entering into the customer portal, and he can view the result right from the beginning of the validation process. In earlier days, he used to wait till the completion of the test, and he receives the test report through our email. Now he can view the result then and there, and this is the updated results, and which will be updated every 1 hour. So this is one of the unique innovation we are providing, proposing through this project, because we are engaging the customer right from the beginning of a validation process, and whatever the data is being given to the customer is the data from the machine, and there is no manual intervention is here. Because of this, we are creating a transparency which will give enormous amount of trust to the customer. And this is how the report looks. And with this, we are completely eliminating the third-party auditor, because we are providing the same amount of trust what the third party is going to give, and with this, trust part is taken care.
So coming to benefits, we are dividing the benefits into two types. One is customer benefits and JKF benefits. Under customer benefits, we are providing a transparent and trustable data to the customer, thereby eliminating third-party audit. And because of that, the third-party charges for the customer will be eliminated. And we are increasing our validation, means we are increasing the speed of the validation and providing the validation results faster. That will enable the customer to launch the product faster in the market. We are involving the customer in all the phases of the product validation, and that will make the customer to understand the product performance in a clear way. And needless to say, we are providing accurate data to the customer. Under JKF benefits, we are gaining customer trust, and that will create a new way for business from our export businesses, and our year-on-year business growth can be increased by another 25%, because already we are having 30% growth, and we are increasing the test rig uptime, and because of this, the utilization of the test rigs can be increased up to 97%. Since because all the data are stored in a cloud and readily available, we can make use of this data for any type of analysis, and we have taken actions to monitor our bearing life, and because of this, there is no need to keep our bearing as an inventory. This will cut the inventory cost. Under cost benefit analysis, we have done this cost benefit analysis on three major categories. One is power cost, second one is manpower cost, and third one is rig uptime cost. The total savings anticipated is 2.17 lakhs per year and per test rig, and the cost incurred for this upgradation would be 4.5 lakhs, and the calculated return on investment is 2.1 years. And this calculation is done only for the return on investment point of view. The real impact on businesses, see here in the chart, it was clearly denoted as for cumulatively we need 3.4 years to validate all our products to meet our SBP plan. But by implementing this project, we were able to complete all the validation by 2.3 years. And we were able to complete the customer requirement. Not only completing customer requirement of validation, we are saving nine months of time, and that will enable us to make some more new product that will delight the customer. For this year, we are having 84 crore worth of RFQ in hand, and by this project, we will be able to convert this 84 crore worth RFQ into real-time businesses. And to be crisp in point, we are reducing our validation duration by 47% and reducing the overall product development lead time by 15%. And we are eliminating the third-party audit to the customer and providing trustable data to the customer, and thereby we are improving the time to the market of the product faster. And as already mentioned, we are having 30% year-on-year growth with our export business, and this project can be further become a scope to scale up the process, means business to another 25%. Here I would like to take a reference to a survey that was conducted by Gartner Inc., a technology research and consulting firm. That survey says by 2023, organization that promotes data sharing will outperform their peers as most business value matrices. And this has become an evident for our project that we are sharing a transparent data to the customer, and this will enable us to outperform our peers in our business values. Coming to roadmap, we have initiated this project by February 2023, and we are planning to end this project by September 2023. Today, we are in between code finalization stage and CapEx approval, and upon CapEx approval, we are planning to upgrade one test rig, and based on the successful result, we are planning for horizontal deployment. Here, I would like to say one thing. We have got principal approval from the customer. The customer will validate the data, means validation reports between third party and our validation reports. Based on the reliability, the customer will approve the project to proceed further. Coming to way forward, we are planning to procure some more new smart test rigs that will further reduce the lead time by 35%, which will enable us to serve the customer. And we are planning to convert all the manual data into digital data, so that these data can be stored in a cloud, and that will be easily available for any retrieval. As you are aware, horizontal deployment is a key for any project success. We are also planning for horizontal deployment upon the successful implementation of this project. I would like to end this presentation with a quote. It is not the big fish which eats the small fish. It is the fast fish which eats the slow fish. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Winner team.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for a wonderful opportunity to showcase our proud project, conceptual project in this big forum. So we as a cross-functional team from JK Fenner Limited, from engineering product business, myself Harihar Sudan from marketing, my team.
I'm Sridhar from sales and marketing.
Parasuraman from business and development.
Myself Mohammad Sajgan from application development.
We are here to showcase our project based on customer centricity, so solution for stone crusher applications. So these are the some of the pioneer products of engineering business. So now we are serving the market with these pioneer products. So we have a big basket of product which has a close association with the crusher industry, stone crusher industry. So we have taken up this concept as an key business pushing element in this year. So some of the major segment of industries where we are catering our products, some of the major industries showcased here, and some of the proud customers of in engineering business, JK Fenner, we have showcased here, sir.
As India, we consider that most of the industry are moving towards the industry 4.0. Particularly this particular industry that's called crushers, they're not moving into the particular plant automation also. Since we are in the part of crusher industry for the long time with our products, existing products, belt, pulleys and gearboxes. So we are adding our products called automation products, which we are ready to serve to the industry to moving towards the process automation. So that our theme of the project is called digitalization, comes under, the name is called Smart Crusher. Which we are doing here is improving the machine uptime and enhancing safety of the workman through the process automation. The workman safety, we are considered as ESG part also. Yeah, I will explain.
So we are concentrating more on customer benefit in our project. So we have developed a concept to concentrate more on benefits, which can be used by any customer who use this concept. So this is a process we are showing here. In any stone crusher, this is the process flow which is happening presently. So mined raw material as a big rocks is fed into the system. It is further processed into any system, into primary stage and secondary stage. These are the major equipment of any stone crusher. The outcome of this process will be a mixture of aggregates and sand of different grades can be produced. So in any conventional stone crushing process, more of manual intervention is required. We concentrated on those manual intervention correction, so to avoid accidents or to get a better process, we have developed this concept. So you can see an operator, central control room operator sits on the operator table, which has the major control of entire plant. So he will be interacting with this field supervisor who stands nearby all the critical equipments. So he has to interact continuously with this operator who is standing nearby the equipment, which we found as a more hazardous and more unsafe practice. So to remove that, we automated this entire system. So this feedback system can be abided, and we can have a communication between the equipments by an automated digital way. So further deep dive will be given by my team.
So first, all the industries having the challenges. As here, some of the points which is listed here. Main thing is a plant uptime. So most of the machines having a breakdown because of some of the critical failures, which it leads to the 10 to 12% loss of annum per the production side. Next is excess power consumption. Generally, that electricity board given a maximum demand level. So most of the time, the crusher industry they're reaching over the maximum demand. So due to that, they are facing a issue of power loss 8 to 10% per annum. Definitely, the workman accident is a main point which we have to be talk about, because as earlier explained,
every critical equipment, the person has to be stand near to that, checking the feedback of the system. So that we are, that's the main, can say the main pain point. Second is the highly manpower and skill development, because it's all the crushers in a remote area. So to retain the people, it is very difficult. And then definitely there is no real-time data available, which particularly is the crusher industry which is operated now, because all the status of the plants which communicated through the verbally. So from this, as a providing solution for the crushers, we derived some of the logical for the digital architecture. So these are the some equipments will be important in the crusher industry called control systems, equipment connectivity, synchronizations, process design, data process, and remote access. So the first mainly is for the machine, the control systems are main important. So we are enhancing the machine management to be improve a lot. Then it is next is connectivity. If any digital architecture, it should be connection. The connection is important. And definitely next is operational parameter handling, because such a parameters we should synchronize with the all equipments. So next is definitely the operational logic derivation to be done. Then we have to collect the real data and computing clouding. So further, we are going to the remote access. We can able to give access to the user and owners of the brushes for monitor and control of the process.
Action plan. Construction of architecture will be the major part of the action plan. And our architecture will be equipments, control panel, PLC control system, SCADA, and remote monitoring. To achieve this, first we have to study and survey of the site indirect to analyze what are all the equipments they are having in the crushers. After the analyze, we have to select the suitable automation product for the equipments. After that selection, we have to submit the project report along with return of investment to the customers. After getting approval from the customers, we have to integrate and implement the project to the existing stone crushers. An operation and control center concept. Primarily, all the stone crushers having primary equipments like jar, cone, and VSI crushers, and secondarily they are having vibrating screen, washer, and conveyors. And our concept is, initially we have to connect all the equipments of the crushers with the control panel, VFD control panel, and this will help to synchronize the crusher with the feeder and also for the speed regulations. For the process automation, we introduced PLC control panel that will be connected with the VFD control panel to automate the plant from the starting till ending in a sequential and timely manner. For the data collection and remote monitoring, we introduced a SCADA system. It will connect it to the PLC control system. The PLC control system will send the data related to the equipments to the SCADA, where the SCADA is logged every second of the operation. After that, the SCADA will send the data to the cloud. From the cloud, we can access the data through web server and mobile server. This will be very useful for the customers to know the status of the crushers at any part of the world. And execution implementation methodology. Totally, there are 5,000 registered customers according to government website. In that 5,000 crushers, and our focus will be Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka. Coming to implementation, for implementation, we have to identify the right OEMs and end users for proof of concept. After implementation, we have to analyze and process the data for the further improvement.
The benefits and proof of concept of this project showcased here. So the benefits of this complete project is we can able to monitor the entire industry in a single unit itself. In SCADA system, we are accumulating all the equipments which we are creating in an animated manner, and we can able to monitor and control in a one place. And even in our SCADA, we have a mobile server option. We have dedicated mobile application for iOS and also for the Android, and we can able to access through the Internet Explorer, which is web server. So it is very much beneficial for the crusher owners who can able to monitor the entire data, because they couldn't capture all the data. Even The labor peoples and all on daily basis, they are collecting the data and sending in a WhatsApp manually. So it is very difficult to find how much production is happening in the industries. So through this, they can able to monitor entire system. Along with that, it is very much beneficial in the maintenance point of view, which is even if any equipment is installed or any gearbox oil filled, means we can able to monitor the running hours through the system, and we can able to predict the maintenance when it can be happened, and to avoid the problems, we can able to run the industry in a constant manner. And through this system, we can able to improve the production 10% maximum it is achievable, and power consumption it will be reduced to 8% minimum, and we can able to see the equipment effectiveness and automated alerts if any issues occurring or maximum limit reached. So anything, it can be user defined functions which can be given in automated alerts. And we can be having the remote access for the complete. The cost benefit analysis for the customers, we categorized into 3 major parts. One is manpower productivity and energy efficiency, and the third one is productivity improvement. So overall, it is 200 tons per hour manufacturing site. So in this industry, we are reducing the manpower from 10 members to 7 members by installing the system, which is giving around 30% savings overall annually, which is calculated here 8.64 lakhs. And energy efficiency by installing this VFD systems, because the motor capacity of the complete plant, it will be 1200 kilowatt or 1400 kilowatt. It is very much high in any industry. In that, we can able to save around 20.66 lakhs in energy itself. And the productivity, it will be improved yearly basis 75 lakhs, which means all put together 1 crore, it will be a benefit for the customer. The initial investment of this particular project is 30 lakh rupees. So where we can able to get the return of investment in 3 to 4 months for this project. And the main thing is here, business impact for JK Fender. So the targeted segment is stone crusher industries. So in India, we have around 5,000 government registered sites, crusher sites. So from that, we are targeting minimum 10% of the industry, which in next 3 years, which is forecasted. And the average cost for per project, it will be 30 lakhs. And the overall turnover will be getting from this industry 150 CR. So the profit, it will be calculated 12%, which is 18 crore. And the overall investment, it will be around for the products and the manpower 2 to 3 crores. So yearly basis, we have a plan for the business impact, which is initial year, we are just implementing this system into the crusher industry, 100 crushers, forecasting the target of 30 crores, and so on, followed by 150 customers and 250 customers. And this is the voice of customer. Recently, we developed this concept in a crusher industry. We created the proof of concept also. And this overall system, which will be giving benefit for the crusher segment, which is majorly playing a role in infrastructure. So India is a very fastly growing economy, having more construction in bridges, more construction in dams, and many housing constructions, and a lot of roadway constructions, railway constructions. So we are very happy to be part of this nation building. So thank you to all. Jai Hind.
We'll now start with the prize distribution. Stand. The sequence of price distribution would be audio team, can you switch off the mic, please? The sequence. The sequence of prize distribution would be second runner-up, first runner-up, and the winner team. I request Mr. Santosh Thipale, Mr. Kiran Chintala, Mr. Vivek Hegde, Mr. Kiran Kumar Tiwari to come to the stage. Santosh Thipale, please come in this sequence. Mr. Santosh Thipale, Mr. Kiran Chintala, Mr. Vivek Hegde. After taking prize, just wait on the other side because the team trophy also. Team is requested to stay back on the stage, please. And all the team members are requested to collect the team prize also, team trophy also. First runner-up, Mr. Premji RV, Mr. Karthik N, Mr. Ashwati TR, D. Arun Vincent Raj. Team is requested to collect team trophy. Winner team, Mr. Sridhar Chitiravalu, Mr. Parsuraman M, Mr. Mohammad Shahjahan, Mr. Harihara Sudan Muralidharan. Team trophy. JK paper team, SPM team. Yeah, you want this photo also, no? Please come. JK paper team has requested for one photo on. Please, Hanji. Verma sir, please also join. You can also join. आगे जाइए सर, आगे जाइए. आप पीछे आगे चले जाइए, थोड़ा इधर आ जाओ. I request jury members to please share their experience of evaluating Udaan presentations. Mr. Amit Suluja, sir.
Respected sirs, JK Group management team, Udaan organizing team, HR team, and all the participants, my heartiest congratulations to you for hosting this wonderful engagement program, and thanks to you also for making me part of this great initiative. I was there last year also, and it's my pleasure to be here this year also, and it's clearly visible the amount of passion that you all are demonstrating, the amount of energy and the will to do something great for the business through bringing in digital technologies is something amazing. So I represent NASSCOM here, and so I'm leading an initiative at NASSCOM for helping manufacturing companies digitize. So we are bringing ecosystem for the manufacturing digitization. And as part of that, I've met several manufacturing companies in the last few years. So in fact, more than 100 large corporates, more than 1,000 plus small and medium enterprises. So there are a lot of manufacturing companies I've engaged with. But sir, this initiative, what I have seen, is definitely an industry benchmark. I don't think any other company, any other corporate is doing something which is of this nature. The amount of, and I think my fellow jury member also, Krishna also will agree to that. So amount of digital literacy that we all have seen in this competition, I think it is amazing. So which means it is not just the management who's driving the digital culture, it is employees also who's taking it to themselves and taking the digital to the next level. So I think digital culture is amazing here. So I think hats off to you all. What I could also see is the kind of projects that are there, while it were tied with the theme of a customer centricity, but at the end it is impacting then overall organizations from a multiple functions point of view. So it is all bringing together. If I have to really say, I mean, what could be the way forward? I'm sure, I think this is just the beginning. There were 140 teams who participated. While there are 3 winners, but I think all of you who participated, they were the winners. It was actually very hard for us to really pick the 3. And I'll give you one data point. I mean, maybe I'm not sure whether I should have shared or not. When we all rated, none of us were matching in the top 3. So which means you all were quite close. It was not that there were 3 clear winners. So all were quite close. It was a very difficult pick to basically finally pick up the 3. I think the differences were very, very minuscule between the kind of a score levels of the team. So I know it will be the hard for the teams who were just kind of missed, just kind of maybe we say 1 point. So it's the competition actually was very, very tough. So again, I would congratulate everyone, not just the winners. Winner definitely kind of have done it great. Now going forward, so there are a few suggestions basically I would like to share from my side. So one is, one observation is there were a lot of overlaps also between the projects that were there. While each one were trying to do something, there were some uniqueness in each project and there were some overlaps. So what I would suggest is maybe I think when you all go back to your kind of do work, I think you all should also sit together. So for example, if there are 3-4 projects, if I talk about JK Lakshmi Cements projects, there were projects which were aiming to have a direct connect with the end customer and then influence them and then also make them better prepared, correct? So that way, if you all combine and then talk to each other, there will be a lot of overlaps which will be there, which could be addressed. And finally, then what you will come up with will be the good part of all the results, all the projects that were there, correct? So I think there were synergies definitely were there within the team. In fact, I mean, so you talked about the synergy between the JK Food and the JK Seeds project. So we also highlighted that point. So I think these 2 teams definitely should collaborate and then come up with one single app which could be at a JK group level, which will help in addressing the challenges of the farmers and then helping from the JK group side whatever we can do to help the farmers. So I think the synergies definitely will be there. Next thing I will say is when you are all identifying the projects or running the projects, first thing you should look at is if you are coming up with new ideas, write down all those assumptions and validate the new business model that you are trying to achieve. So if you are trying to say that, I mean, the customers will behave in a certain way, I think those things needs to be validated before we really apply technology to that. Because sometimes it happens like technology is right, but the validations were not done properly, and then in those cases, digital projects fail. So that way, I think, so validation is important before you start investing in the technology. So that part, I suggest, I think it can be taken care. Once you know that whatever you are assuming is the right thing, definitely technology will work. So there's no chance that the failures will happen. Next suggestion I have is basically start small and scale fast. Don't kind of and try to boil the ocean right from the word go. Right? So you might have an ambition of that you would want to do everything for your customer. You want to bring everything to the customer and then give them everything. But don't do that. Start with small things. Then again, I mean, once you are starting small, it will validate your assumptions. Do kind of a proof of concepts. We talked about the MVPs yesterday, correct? So one of the team also talked about MVPs. So build MVPs. When you are confident that this is going to work for the customer, then basically invest more and then get to the scale. So start small, scale fast, I think should be the mantra for all of you. Then you have to have a very strong execution plan. The lot of times also it happens, I mean, the lot of great ideas comes up, but there are always ifs and buts that will come in while the projects are being executed. So assessing what could be the possible risk which are there, I think all those things has to be done right up front. And again, if you do all of those things, have a strong execution plan, and the chances of the success will be more. And then keep talking with each other. There's a lot of brainstorming can be done. I'm a strong proponent of design thinking. So I would encourage, while I think there is a great literacy about the digital here, I would also urge all of you to read something about design thinking. This is something that can be applied in any project, anywhere. It's just a human-centered problem-solving approach. Once you use that, I mean, there are a lot of tools, small tools which comes as part of that. If you use that, it also teaches a way to brainstorm and then do a lot of things together. So that process also will basically help you. And then sharing of the success stories. If any teams which basically completes the project, I think it will be good to kind of and share it across with the other teams, because a lot of these things also will bring the learning. So maybe whenever like this kind of an event happens in the next year, maybe the teams who won this year or whatever the projects were done this year, maybe those people can come in the next year and they can also present what they could achieve from those projects, correct? So that could also be of a great help and a motivation to the other teams who have been doing, right? So I think I'll not take a lot more time, but phenomenal. There is a great amount of learning also that I carry with these ideas and your passion and your industry knowledge. And so there is a lot of learning that we also have. It is not just we are just sharing our learning or sharing our advice. So we also go our pocket full with all the learning. So heartful thanks to you all. My best wishes to all the projects who will go forward now. We are there anytime, need any help, any kind of suggestions, further suggestions you need from us. I mean, while you are doing the project, you are stuck anywhere, you need to talk to us. I mean, feel free. We are always there. I mean, we will ensure that all of these, your projects succeed. So good luck. Thank you again.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. To begin with, I thank you very much, Chairman Sir, and all directors in charge for this wonderful opportunity to be part of this August gathering. It was a great learning experience for me as a jury member. I think we all come with our experiences of multiple organizations, but to look at an event like this for a large conglomerate with multiple businesses like, cement, paper, agri, drives like Fenner and things like that. To see all of that coming together, in a mosaic it was a fantastic experience. And it was wonderful. I think some of the presentation actually gave me goosebumps. I was really amazed at the quality of work that is being done. What really amazed me a lot is, I also have worked in manufacturing-centric industries by and large. And the IT and the service industries typically referred to as brick and mortar industries, okay? But the amount of digital literacy that I saw in the presentations was phenomenal, I mean, there are people using terminologies like IoT and connected technologies and cloud computing and things like that, a language which normally you don't associate with manufacturing industries. I think that is really commendable. That's what I would say. Okay, and even terminologies. Well, Saruja Saab talked about design thinking, but I could pick up certain teams using terminologies like minimum viable prototype, a very typical design thinking language, and things like consumer journey. Consumer journey is a very typical design thinking language. So I must really compliment that between Prem Singh ji and all of you, that you actually managed to create a culture where slowly digital transformation, digital thinking, design thinking is seeping into your ecosystem, which is fantastic. The reason it is fantastic is that if you see, our consumers are today accelerating through their own digital transformation in a very rapid pace. COVID has showed us that consumers are adopting digital technologies in a very rapid way. People who never used to swipe a card on a mobile or load their card onto a UPI have started doing it today. I mean, in my own example, if I take my mom who is 86 years old, 20 years ago, we used to struggle putting a cassette for her and helping her play her song. Today, she goes to YouTube, puts 3 words and fishes that song herself. If she missed out an episode of one of her religious programs, she knows that they have a YouTube channel and she goes and picks up that episode herself. So that is the level of digital transformation that this country has seen. And the fact that you have been able to bring and germinate this in your ecosystem will hold you in great strength going forward. And I don't think many organizations in the brick and mortar space have actually done so much. So I really compliment you for all of that. And the other thing is that, the only couple of suggestions I would make is that having worked in very large organizations myself, a lot of good work happens. Some have got, kind of recognized here. That doesn't mean that out of the 141 people, the remaining work, there was fantastic work. And what I would strongly request is create some kind of a knowledge management portal. Today on a SharePoint or something, you can easily create it. Ensure that it is archived and all across your group. Anybody who wants to look for any kind of information in any space, there is a ready repository where people can go and pick up that presentation and work on it. So that even if people leave, you are not losing the knowledge and work that has been done. That is one recommendation I would definitely make. Secondly, I think there are a lot of good and disruptive technologies like ChatGPT and AI and ML which is coming. Some are good. Of course, there will be bad users of it, like making deepfake videos, which obviously with every good technology will have its bad uses. There are good applications also. I think the next journey for these people who are working on these digital transformation projects is to how to leverage some of these platforms like ChatGPT, etc., and take your projects to the next level. Because today, information, knowledge, and a lot of things have become democratized. So it is no longer a forte of a few people. The idea is how do you aggregate the available knowledge and bring it to market at a faster pace. I think that will be the next challenge for all these groups. And as Saruja Saab very rightly said, I think a lot of projects have overlaps. I think like a Tata Neu is trying to create a super app. Or even the government has today created a super app where you get multiple government services in one app. So maybe you can create some kind of a super app where many of these things can be an ecosystem of that. And even if they don't integrate immediately, at least they can talk to each other. So you can make a basic beginning from that. That's what I would say. And many of your businesses today may be looking more B2B, but like the FMCG business of your dairy, it is more B2C. And they made a very interesting project on how they are going to use a digital transformation to connect the last mile connectivity to the consumer. I think some of these things are phenomenal ideas. Not many companies are thinking about it. And this is what is going to cause the disruption. Like a lot of digital first organizations are today disrupting established players. Just to give because I come from Havels very recently. I don't know how many of you have heard of a brand called Atomberg. Atomberg is a digital-only ceiling fan company. They don't sell through shops. But they have caught the fancy of the millennial and Gen Z because they think that BLDC fans means, and just a couple of youngsters from IIT Bombay and IIM have created this. So digital has the capability of disrupting the business model itself of a current ecosystem. I think you people are sitting on a goldmine of information. I would say just leverage it. And I think it will take JK Corporation to probably already it's in a big league. It's probably it'll take it to a very different, stratosphere is what I would say. Okay, so thanks a lot for this opportunity. It was a great learning experience, and personally, a big thank you for letting us speak to you at this August gathering. All the best to JK organization, and for all the teams. I think the Sirpur team, some of them took my contacts because some of the work they were doing was very similar to what we had done in Dabur with herbal saplings and things like that. So some of them have taken my contacts. So feel free to connect. There is no formality. If we can help any of you, even beyond the forum, would be happy to do it. But thank you very much, and wish you all the best.
Third jury member, Mr. Rajiv Kapoor was not able to join us, but he has sent us a written message which he would like us to read. He has written, Respected Singhania sir, all JKO senior leaders and Prem Singh ji, my apologies for not being physically present due to an urgent assignment. To begin, I must thank the JK organization for providing me with an opportunity to enrich myself through the knowledge nuggets I picked up yesterday while being a member of the jury. I was highly impressed with the diversity present in the group, both business-wise as well as people-wise. The theme, driving customer centricity through digital transformation, was very apt and timely. All the teams had done wonderful work and had very innovative ideas to present. The level of understanding about the digital landscape was exceptional, and digital literacy is at very high level at JKO. The CFT approach in the real sense was visible, and the gender diversity too was commendable. The energy, sense of competition and zeal to present innovative ideas were so very visible in all the teams. Yesterday, while I complimented all the participating teams, I did urge the teams to deploy design thinking methodology while seeking a solution and to go deeper into the market analysis aspect so that more robust and path-breaking solutions can come forward. The jury members had really a very tough time selecting the winners, as all the teams performed very well and the ideas were interesting and practical. I learned different aspects of JKO as well as got enriched by my exposure to such diverse ideas and brilliance all around. The Udaan initiative is injecting fresh thoughts into all businesses, and I am sure this initiative will go higher and higher with each passing year. I wish JKO and all the winners all the very best for their bright futures. Thank you. I now request Shri Bharat Hariji Singhania to address.
Very good evening, ladies and gentlemen, learned jury members, senior executives, HR team, and Udaan participants. I'm delighted to see that all of you at JKO Udaan Competition 22-23 felicitation ceremony. It is wonderful to see so many of you here today in person. However, I would request you to observe caution and follow COVID guidelines as the threat of COVID still persists. I extend my heartfelt welcome to learned jury members for having invested their valuable time and joining us today. The backbone of any change initiative in any organization is visionary leadership and execution of motivated personnel. During any transformation, an organization also needs to foster adaptive culture and reward personnel of progress, even for failed attempt. A culture shift needs to be aligned and executed in tandem across people, processes, and technology. Udaan Competition is an initiative which fosters innovation and creativity through engaging and rewarding young talents through idea generation on the theme of Udaan Caution. Every year, a theme of Udaan Competition is chosen in consultation with business heads and HR heads, which is relevant for the business. Every year, hundreds of young talent voluntarily form cross-functional teams and generate huge depository of ideas on the theme of Udaan Competition. These ideas are then refined, restructured, evaluated and challenged by unit heads, business heads, HR heads and eminent personnel of the judge. Even though only 3 teams are awarded in concluding session, the efforts of all 15 teams are highly appreciated for their ideas. I exhort all business leaders to ensure that these ideas are appropriately studied, evaluated and implemented across the unit. I am pleased to note that we are continuing with the theme of customer centricity this year as well. Customer centricity is the only way to compete and win today's global economy. Not cost alone, not product differentiation alone. Customer intimacy helps organization rise above the clutter of competition. Customer today wants to associate with the business that are user-friendly and provide great customer experience and service. Based on the research of Deloitte, client-centric companies are 60% more profitable compared to companies not focused on customers. To be a world-class customer-centric company, we should now aim for mind share of customers rather than market share. While the customer centricity requires conscious effort to keep the customers at the center of every decision and action, building a good customer experience does not happen by accident, it happens by design. Today, with advancement in technology, data sciences, and digital transformation as customers' experience as its very core. It is very critical to embrace digital transformation, which allows us to stay connected with the ground for realities of market and through data analytic, artificial intelligence, machine learning, etc., and continue to refine our offers on continuous basis to stay competitive. And here I like to quote Jeff Bezos: if you want to make customer unhappy in the physical world, they might each tell 6 friends. If you make customer unhappy on the internet, they can each tell 6,000. I urged you all that we must think of the digital transformation as a state of perpetual agility, always ready to evolve around the changing needs of customer. With this, I wish to compliment all the 543 teams members who took part in e-contest this year, and top 15 teams who presented in front of the jury yesterday. I congratulate all the 3 teams who emerged as the winners. I thank you all judges who have given their valuable time to evaluate all the team and choose the winners. I also thank HR team for their year-round effort and for successful organizing this event. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
I request Shri Ashok Verma ji, Business HR Head JK Paper, to present vote of thanks.
Good evening, everyone. Respected Chairman Sir, respected DICs, business heads, Prem Singh ji and team, and my dear colleagues, and to all the colleagues also who have joined us on this webcast from all across the country. So finally, Udaan, a group-wide program which seeks to recognize and bring to the fore the outstanding examples of innovation, has concluded successfully yet again this year. A big congratulations to all the participants and winners. It's very inspiring to see our young talented employees presenting innovative projects and getting appreciated in front of all respected DICs and our esteemed chairman, sir, Shri Bharhariji Singhania ji. With this, thank you all the jury panel members, Prem Singh ji, corporate HR team, the business HR heads, and my dear colleagues, and last but not the least, the admin team, Jasbir ji and his team, for organizing such a wonderful ceremony, Udaan competition, and making it a memorable one. Thank you very much. Thank you all. Thank you.
To recognize the achievement of our champions, we have prepared a short video which we would like to play. Yes.
Sorry about this glitch. Sometimes the soft technology is quite hard. So just a few moments, we should be there.
Yeah. Wait. यहाँ से
ठीक है आगे सर वॉल्यूम का यहाँ So while the video is being set, can I request all the 3 winning teams to come in front of stage, please? All the 3 winning teams. Come in front of the stage. Photographer.
All of us can stand and clap, please. Lead me to my destiny. I have waited patiently. I have vision, though I believe. I know I can count on me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. Here we go, it's getting close. Now it's just who wants it most. It's just life, that's how it is. Cause we have our strengths and weaknesses. Oh, I have vision, can't you see? I'm on the move, make way down. I have to pick myself back up.